All right, so I'm here with another PSA Reveal, Blind Reveal, 7 cards, 20-day sub. This one went out in February. I think they logged it in March 20th, and it came back. I think it went into grading. Okay, so it came back 5/18. So for a total of 41 days for a 20-day. So just double the number of business days in terms of this one. Okay, so I have not seen the grades. I'm going to try to do my best to figure out how these things are laid out so that I don't look at the grades. Looks like upside down. Let's try this. Okay, so they are trying to get to the back. Goodness gracious. Okay, so this is the back of the card, so this is perfect. If I just whip them like this. Perfecto. Alright, get this junk out of the way. Okay, here are the goods. Okay, so first card. This is a gold, Tatis Gold, number 1599 out of 2019, and I got a 9. Okay, I expected a 9 on this one. I expected a couple. There's a couple 9s in this order, so my expectations weren't real high. It has a kind of a bum corner there. So Dave's Cards, that's my Instagram handle, and that's who I submit through Kyle, KK Sports Cards, via Instagram. So 9, just fine 9. Completely expected that one. So 9s right now go for. Let it see. I looked this up right before. So 210 for a PSA for a PSA 9. One gold 10 just went for $5.99. That's not. I don't think that's a realistic price. Okay, so Abrams, Yelich Blue. I'm gonna save those ones. Vintage stock. Man, I really don't know what I want to do for this next one. They're actually all pretty big cards. All right, so this one's not really a big deal to me. This is a card that I pack pulled. Let me pull this out because KK put it. He has his business card in here, so that way we can see the grade of the card. So. All right, so this is a gold refractor auto of Mike Toglia, and I thought it was pretty clean. I thought it looked pretty good. I would be surprised if it went under a 10, and it got a 10. Good, perfect. So this one's difficult to price. 165 was the last raw, I believe, and 270 for a BGS 9.5. So cool, very stoked at that one. I expected a 10, but this one here was another one that was really clean. I expect a 10 on this one as well, barring any issues. This is a purple chrome of Fernando Tatis, 2019, and it got a 9. Wow, that is a shocker. I have no idea. Dang. Okay. All right. That was one of the few in this order that I really wasn't expecting a 9 out of, because some of these cards they just were not immaculately perfecto, but dang, I really expected a 10 out of that one. There was nothing wrong with it. Odd. Okay, so this is a big card. This is a gold Fernando Tatis, and I don't like the way that it's sitting in that holder. See how it's kind of crooked, like it's caught? Man, what the heck is going on? It's like touching on here, lots of room, touching here. It's kind of sitting in there, catty corner. Either way. All right. Gold refractor, Topps chrome. Oh, 9. All right. Okay. Okay. So that one was, I guess, a kind of a, that one was on the fence, right? There was a small line on it on the surface. I just was really hoping it could have nined, right, and it did, but I really was just hoping to get a 10 out of that one. That's a total bummer. All right, vintage stock, totally expect a 9 on this one. If it went down to an 8, I'd be completely bummed, but and it's a 9. Okay, cool. This just in keeps with my 9 rainbow. All right, so the next two cards, the Yelich could have went either way, and I expect a 9 on the Abrams, mostly due to centering. I just hope it doesn't go down to an 8. And it got the 9. Got the 9 I was expecting it to get. So all good there. I know you guys can't see that because that's where I put my mug. This one would be amazing to get a 10, but I'm not 100% on one of the corners, so it could also be a 9. Oh, and it is. Man, this was a devastator. Oh, man. I knew it could get a 9. I knew it could have got a 9. That corner right there is not pristine, but I've seen 10s with a corner like that and worse. So there it is. So these were a couple. I always talk about, how Kyle he'll review stuff and he's like, man, if it's not good, man, then I will recommend that you not submit it forward. And these were ones that they probably would have nined. So he sent them back to me. As you can see, he puts my name on them, holds them until gets some subs back, and then sends them back. So that's my submission. Almost all PSA 9s, with the exception of the Mike Toglia, which I expected. I was planning to move that one, so it's good that one got a 10, so that I can get a little bit more cash for it to help pay for some of these grading fees. The Yelich was a move card as well, so that was a devastating blow. The Yelich, $3.99 in a 10 and $150 in a 9. So that's a bummer. The purple chrome was also a mover card for me because I have a PSA 10. So I was going to move that card to help pay for some future SGC orders. Right now, I am about 60-40 in terms of where I'm sending my cards. 60% going to SGC and the other 40% going to PSA. But I'm real close to just calling like an 80-20 in favor of SGC. Not necessarily for stuff like this, but I'm noticing a pattern of more and more people, and this isn't a PSA bash video. Some of these grades I expected to be 9s. They were kind of, and then the ones that were on the fence, they just didn't go 10. They went 9 instead of. I could resubmit and hope for a coin flip outcome and maybe get a 10, but that's not my point. But my point is that I'm noticing more and more people having issues with min size requirements and getting crazy grades, 6s and 7s on modern cards that they pre-screened. It's just I think that PSA is popping out orders. I'm seeing people get their stuff back quite a bit since they have reopened their doors, but I'm also noticing a lot more funky stuff. People always complain about their grades. Obviously we all want 10s, but I think Alico 3 probably says it best, and that if it's not a 10, it shouldn't be a 10, right? He says that in his grading videos, on his reveal videos, and I totally agree. Some of these are coin flips that could have gotten 10s. Some of them I would have liked to have had 10s on them just to for resale value sake, because they weren't PC cards for me. Some of them I expected 9, so. But my point being is I think I'm just seeing an increase in errors, mislabels on their part, doing silly like min size required for a 2019 Topps factory photo variation of Fernando Tatis, which is like a $30 card in a PSA 10. There's just no, who is trimming that? Who's trimming that to make, you know, $20 profit? I just don't. There's just I don't think it's going down like that. So I don't know. I'm just seeing a lot more that leads me to believe that they're rushing through their orders, and the QC process has always been messed up. I mean, they've misspelled Independence on my Independence Day Tatis. They, you know, B Ross 6 just had a Tatis Mini, which is clearly not a regular. It's smaller than, you know, the regular card. Obviously, they knew what they were grading when they graded it, or otherwise they would have said something silly like min size required. How do you mislabel that card? It's a Topps Mini card. It's the Mini Rookie. You can't put the same label on it as you would a Series 2 base rookie. But, you know, a lot of things like that it's kind of getting frustrating. And at this point, you really would have to be pro PSA and anti every other grading company to kind of continue to just put up with the sloppy turnaround times, sloppy QC, and then the whole head scratcher grade stuff. I just am not seeing the consistency of quality in the product, and we're waiting and waiting and waiting longer periods of time. And now we've gotten those periods of time to where they're shrinking down. However, I don't think that the QC is there in them getting the times down. So, anyways, that's my PSA submission reveal. I am definitely bummed. I would have liked to a couple more of these to have tenned, but you know, it is what it is. I had to check labels to make sure nothing's mislabeled, but I think for the most part, this was a fairly expected outcome. So all three of my SGC orders today popped as processing, so I'm super excited about that. I don't know if that means they're gonna all be back around the same time, but these were orders that I submit within weeks of each other. So anyways, look out for the SGC reveal videos, and we'll talk to you guys later. Let me know what you think about the sub.